In this video, I'll be reviewing the HP LaserJet M140w. The same thing that I'll say on this video also applies to the M140we. Both of these printers are exactly the same. So let's get started. So let's start with the positive side, and then I'll talk about the negative. So the positive side, well, it has many basic features that are great for home usage and even some light business usage. For example, it has a flatbed scanner right on the top, which is really small. I'm quite impressed. You see, it's literally just this thick. The maximum size of paper you can put here is A4, so you won't be able to scan any legal size documents, but it's still pretty okay. This is a US letter size, it fits perfectly, and it has worked pretty well. Another thing that this printer has, and that is great, is the fact that you can connect it with a PC, Mac, iPhone, Android smartphone, or even tablets. During my time with this printer, I have connected to all sorts of devices, as you can see in my other videos, and I didn't have any issues generally. In under 3 minutes, I was able to use it. Another positive thing I can say about it is its size. It's a small laser printer, and you'll be hard-pressed to find any other laser printer with a scanner that small. To give you an example, again, this is a US letter size paper, and if I put it right over here, you see the printer is not much larger than this, and to see the height, the printer is actually shorter than a letter size paper. And although this printer is equipped with Wi-Fi, if you prefer connecting it using a USB cable to your PC or Mac computer, it's also possible since there is a port in the back. There's no cable included in the box. You'll have to provide your own cable if you want to use this feature, but it's great to know that they didn't remove this option. The control panel of this printer is pretty basic, as you see. It does not have a touchscreen. The screen is not even in color. Very limited, but at the same time, I found it very easy to use. And once it's paired with your computer or with your iPhone, well, you won't need to use these buttons anyway, so I understand why they keep it simple. Now let's talk about print quality. This printer is able to print at 600 dpi by 600 dpi, which unfortunately is one of the lowest resolution that I can find for a laser printer, at least in 2025. And you may ask yourself, well, why should I get it if it's that low? Well, because it's not that bad. Honestly, if we look closely here, this is a text file I printed. You won't have any issues reading the text. Unless you're zooming in completely, you'll find some pixels. But although 600 dpi by 600 dpi is not a lot, it still does a great job, as you see here, even with the logo. If you intend to print some graphics, it will be fine, but it can also be better. For $27 more, the closest laser printer that I found on the internet that also has a scanner like this one is the Brother L2640DW that costs $27 more. But for $27 more, you get twice the resolution and the details because it's able to print at 1200 dpi by 1200. So if you print stuff like this often, it's not bad on HP. It's just that it will be a lot better on the Brother. When you look at fine lines like this one in diagonal, you may see some pixels going on. Definitely don't get this printer if you want to print pictures. I have printed one here, and generally laser printers are not great at pictures, but this one, since it has a lower resolution, I really don't enjoy what I'm seeing right now. And on top of that, I don't know why, but I'm even seeing some lines here. Although this printer is brand new and I didn't see any lines on any other thing I printed. Yeah, could have been much better. But again, for text and graphics, you won't have any issues. If I didn't told you that it has a lower resolution compared to other printers, maybe you would have never noticed. Now, what are the other downside of this printer? Well, there's two of them that I want to discuss. First of all, I mean, this one may not be important, but this is the printer when the paper trays are in the off position. If you want to use this printer, you absolutely need to insert paper. So you'll have to lower this. Okay, let me zoom out. Insert your stack of paper, and you can insert 150 sheets of paper, which is great, by the way. But as you see here, it sticks out. Let me remove this. So this is a compact printer, but every time you want to print, it adds quite a big chunk of space on your desk. And the paper output is over here. This is how you extend it. And again, yeah, they made the printer compact, but when you want to use it, you have to extend it to a point where it's like 30% bigger now. And finally, the other negative side of this printer that not many people is talking about is the fact that if you want to use the scanner and get the results on your phone, iPhone or Android, you absolutely need to be logged into the HP Smart app, which means that HP will get your personal data every time you scan. It will know how often you scan, what do you scan, and stuff like that. There's no way around this. If you're on a Mac or a PC, you can get around because those devices have their own scan app that can be used with this printer. But if not, unfortunately, HP is really trying to get your personal data by forcing you to log into your HP account. Do I recommend this printer? Well, in my opinion, HP is very competitive when it comes to prices in their HP LaserJet lineup. If you compare it to Brother, HP printers are usually cheaper, especially the laser printers. And yes, sometimes it lacks certain features. For example, this one is not able to print at such a high resolution comparing to a Brother printer, but it's cheaper. So for many people, this kind of results is pretty okay since it's quite compact and it has been reliable in my short time I had it. Now, if you have a small business, same thing. I still recommend it. It has the basic features you may look for. And if you're not printing like crazy, let's say less than 30 or 50 pages per day, I think it should be fine. Now, this is just my opinion, but if I was in your shoes looking for a laser printer that also has a scanner, I will still go with the Brother, although it costs, again, $27 more, and maybe on sale it's less, I don't know, but right now on Amazon, that's the price difference. It offers more resolution. It offers an automatic document feeder on the top, which means that you can feed up many pages at the same time and it will scan them automatically. And generally speaking, I prefer Brother as a company since they don't obligate you to log into an app, so they collect your data every time you scan stuff. And by the way, I'm not paid by Brother. This is just me telling you my experience after reviewing more than 50 printers in the last years. The HP is a great printer for its price. So it's up to you. I don't think there is a wrong choice. I'll put links in the description towards this printer and other ones that I recommend if you want to check them out on Amazon. Every time you use my links, by the way, I get a small commission from Amazon and it helps my channel. My channel is not sponsored by anyone, so I can give you my honest opinion. Every time I see something I don't like, I'm telling you the most honest way possible. So thanks, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.